I was actually reading this poem by Vikram Seth, The Frog and the Nightingale. It's a beautiful poem. Actually, it's a fable, and like most fable, it also has a moral. Here, through this poem, Vikram Seth actually wants to tell us that uh, only talent is not enough in this world to survive. One must be confident enough also about his talent. And if you are not confident about your talent, then there are people in the world, those who are greedy, clever, and jealous also, those who used to manipulate others for their own benefits. Here in this poem, actually, Vikram Seth, as I've already told you, it's a fable. He has used animals, creatures. Like, first of all, the main characters here are Nightingale, who has a beautiful voice and she sings beautiful songs. And a frog, on the other hand, is playing. He has played a character who is jealous and greedy. First of all, he manipulates her, he sold her songs, he tortured her also, and finally, Nightingale was killed also. So, we will discuss the stanza-wise explanation of the poem also. Once upon a time, a frog croaked away in Bengal bog. Every night from dusk to dawn, he croaked on and on and on. Now, Vikram Seth, in the very first stanza, he is just telling that there was a frog, okay, who used to croak. Croaking is the sound which the frog used to make. Actually, from his side, this frog, he used to sing, and his voice is so hoarse, it is so unpleasant to listen. But then he loved his voice and he considered himself a singer, and he used to sing. He used to create this croaking sound in the Bengal bog. Bog is the area which used to be always wet. Okay, there. And he used to sing all night from dusk to dawn. Dusk is the evening, dawn early morning. Continuously he used to sing. And here AWN on, the spelling is misspelled only at the place of on, just to rhyme with dawn. That's DAWN. That's why AWN, on and on, is used here. In the second stanza, he says, other creatures loathed his voice. Other creatures in the jungle, in that area, they hated his voice. But alas, they don't have any choice. They had no choice, and the crass cacophony blared out from the sumac tree, at whose foot the frog each night minstrelled on till morning night. Now, talking about this is crass cacophony, is talking about this stupid, unpleasant sound created by the frog. It used to come out from, blaring is just sound coming out from this sumac tree. This is the tree on which it used, under which it used to sit and used to croak all the time. Now, at foot of this tree only, beneath this tree, under this tree only, he used to minstrel. Minstrel is sing. He used to sing till morning night, means whole time he used to sing. And other creatures, they hated that, but they don't have any choice. Why? Further, neither stone, no prayer, no sticks, insults or complaints or bricks, still the frog's determination to display his heart's elation. Now, talking about neither stones, they in a way, just to tell that they tried their every effort they did just to stop him. Some of them threw stones also. They prayed, they begged him also to stop. Sticks also, just with the stick also they tried to stop him. Some of them insulted also him, complained also. Bricks, means threw bricks also. Just all these efforts were made to stop him, but to make him stilled means to make him quiet. But frog's determination, his wish to become the greatest singer, that he was a great singer, nobody could stop him. His determination was to display his heart's elation. His heart's elation is pride in himself, that he actually is a great singer. Nobody could stop that. What night? What happened actually? But one night a nightingale in the moonlight cold and pale. Moonlight, cold and pale. That is dim light. What happened that time? A nightingale perched. She sat on that summit tree. She came on that summit tree, casting forth her melody. Casting forth, putting forward her melody. She sang a beautiful song from the tree. Dumbstruck sat the gaping frog. Dumbstruck, talking about he was so shocked to hear such a melodious voice. Actually, he used to consider himself a great singer, but when he heard the song of the nightingale, he got totally dumbstruck. Okay. And gaping frog. Gaping, talking about his mouth was wide opened, like that only, in shock. That how could she sing so beautifully? And the whole admiring bog, and not only he but the admiring bog. Admiring bog is the whole area and the creatures there. Everybody admired her beautiful song, steered towards this summit tree. Everybody, when they heard this beautiful song by nightingale, everybody steered, they looked toward this tree and rapped totally. They were in talking about, they got so much involved and attracted toward the song played by nightingale. And when she had ended, and when she ended her song, everybody clapped. Ducks had swum and herons waded. Talking about, now ducks, they had just started swimming in the water just to show their pleasure, just to show their joy. And the herons are also the birds, they also waded, talking about they walked in the in that marshy water. Talking about it's hard to walk in that water, but they waded, they came forward to the nightingale, to her, as she serenaded, as she sang so beautifully. Everybody came to her, everybody praised her, they enjoyed her song, they clapped to her song. And a solitary loon is a further, it's a water bird, and wept. What was the effect on the, it is just to tell that everybody enjoyed, and a bird, solitary loon, that's a large water bird, it became so emotional after listening the beautiful song sung by nightingale, that it wept beneath the summer moon. It wept also that night. Toads and teals. Now talking about toads, we know that this toads belong to the family of frogs only, and teals are small ducks only. And tiddlers further are small fish, captured by her voice. Everybody was so attracted, they got so captured by her beautiful voice, beautiful song. Cheered on, everybody clapped, everybody cheered her. Enraptured with, they all was talking about filled fascination towards her song, and they all got delighted also. That, what did say, they finally say, bravo too divine, that your song was so soulful, it was so divine. Encore means sing once more, like we used to say once more, something like encore, once more. They all requested her to sing one more time. So the nightingale, once more, quite unused to such applause. Actually, she was quite unused. She was not in the habit of such applause, such praises. Nobody has earlier praised her so much. That was there only for the first time. So she was not habitual of that, those applause, those praises. When everybody applauded her so much, when everybody praised her so much, so definitely she got so much happy also, delighted, and she sang the song again, sang till dawn, and till dawn, early morning, whole night she sang there without a pause, without taking a pause. Continuously she sang. Next night, when the nightingale shook her head and twitched her tail. Now talking about next night, when the nightingale shook her head talking about, just to start, like this the singers used to do, clearing their throat, and she was getting ready to sing the song. At that time only, what happened, as she closed her eye, that time only, and she fluffed a wing, she shook the wing, as these things are just to tell that she was getting ready for singing the song the next night. What happened that time only, and she cleared her throat to sing, she was startled by a croak. Startled, all of a sudden she got surprised. As she was about to sing, all of a sudden she heard a croak. Again talking about frog was there, and he croaked, he spoke. What did the frog said? Sorry, was that you who spoke? She inquired the frog. Was that you who spoke? Hopped towards her from the bog, and hopped we know that jumped. The frog jumped from the bog, from that area, dry wet area. He jumped and came in front of her, in front of the sumac tree. Yes, the frog replied, you see, I'm the frog who owns this tree. And he introduced himself as the owner of that tree, sumac tree. He said that he was the owner of that tree. In this bog I have been known. And then he just introduced himself as the owner. Further he told that he is a very much popular in that area, and that he told that he had been known in that area very much. He was very much popular for what? For his splendid baritone. Baritone is his strong male voice, melodious male voice, baritone. That he is very much popular in that area for his beautiful male voice. That he is also a singer. And of course I willed my pen. And further he told that he used to wield means he used to use also his pen, means he was a critic also who used to write for Bog Trumpet. Bog Trumpet is actually the magazine. He said that he is a critic also who used to write down for the Bog Trumpet, the magazine. Now and then he used to write down for the magazine also. Did you like my song? Nightingale asked, when she heard that he is such a great personality. He is a critic, having a good voice also. He is a musician also, singer also himself. So she asked if he liked her song. Not too bad, and just to show that he has a great knowledge of music and notes and everything, he told that not too that her song was not that much bad, but far too long, but that it was long, so long also. And further he was talking about what did he do. He just found mistakes in her song, which he had no idea actually about that, but then the technique was fine. Of course he told that the singing technique was fine, but the song was too long and you have to work on that. Further he tells, it lacked a certain force. That you don't know where and how to use the notes, high notes and low notes, that you don't have that knowledge. Your singing lacked that. I'm winding this session here only. We will continue with the poem in our next video only. Thank you.